Since you have been here for 1 year, it's almost 1 year. So how you summarize your stay here in Nepal?
It is good journey. I pass bad and good moments here, so it's okay for me.
What were your expectations and how you find Nepal's football pace, football culture, and
I was thinking it will be more calm, but it's too much of tension sometimes, and it's not necessary tension. But it's in general it's good because the people understand what's meaning the football, and the most important now in sports you can reach all the world. For example, no one visit Jamaica, but everyone know Jamaica because of Usain Bolt. So by sports you can reach all the world, especially for Nepal. If we want support the economy of Nepal, we need to focus on sports because it will be the best ambassador for the tourist to visit Nepal. So this is very important.
so what were your basic goals and how much you achieved in last 1 year?
The achievement, we achievement 3 from 3. It was 3 goals to reach the third round of Asia Cup qualifiers, reach the final of SAF Cup, and build a new team with proud feeling from the fans and people. And I think we reached the 3 points, so it's okay.
So what will be the plans for next 1 year?
After Asia Cup qualifiers in June, next June, we will prepare ourselves for the World Cup qualifiers. We must reach at least the second round. So we need to pass the first round. After that, we must be from the top 24 teams in Asia to play the World Cup qualifiers. We will try our best there.
So we have seen so many changes in 23-man squad, but the starting 11 is continuously repeating. Are you trying to build confidence by substituting or adding lateral player or what? Why we can't see that change in starting 11?
You cannot change winner team. If you win and everything going well, don't change too much. You can change in the bench player to make more challenge for the first 11 to scaring them. If you are not ready, if you don't want play, there is other options. The most important now we reach level. We have 32 players. They are ready to starting any match. This is the most important. This is what we're doing. Yes, I don't change too much in the first 11, but at least every match you see 3 or 4 names new. Sometimes other backs, sometimes new names. Also in Thailand game, you will watch 3 or 4 players starting for the first time. And this is normal in football. You cannot change the system.
How do you see the potential of Nepal in football? Where we can reach in certain time, just like you
You
said?
cannot reach anywhere. This is the reality. See, it's easy to put the plans, but to support these plans, you need to work hard. We're wasting our time. We're wasting our time in interview, in social media, in caring about what the people will say. This is my advice. If you want to reach 1 point, don't care about anything. If you lose, just stand on your feet, continue. Don't blame anyone for losing, and don't celebrate too much when you win. This is very easy.
In comparison to Nepal, other players from South Asia are playing in the foreign league. But just few 1 or 2 players are getting chance to play in foreign league in What could be the reason? Might be they are not finding the bridge to pass there.
I don't think in South region there is a players playing in foreigner leagues, because, for example, the Indians or Sri Lankan playing in Maldives league or Bangladesh league, and the same Bangladesh going to play in Indian league or Maldivian league. So this is not foreign league. This is the regional league. Same of when you go to GCC countries and one player from Kuwait, he playing in Bahrain or in Qatar. Yes, he is professional, but he didn't go out. When you go out of the region, you will take more experience. I think for Nepali players, it is difficult to go out because we don't have agents. Agents, it's very important to advertising for our players outside and have relation with other clubs, other federation. I have idea and I work on it. I want to send at least 10 to 15 players to play in the second division in one country. So we will have more experience and more preparation for the players. But this is, cannot be happens with my work only. We need decision from sports ministry, sport council, ANFA, Nepal Olympic Committee. It must be teamwork. So we need a lot of procedure to do this idea, because Saudi Arabia do it. They send around 20 players to play in La Liga in Spain. Yes, they didn't play matches, but they train for 8 months with professional players. So I think we need to send our players and do same of this strategy.
During the SAF championship, you raised one question about the player who are staying in foreign countries, but they can't represent Nepal. Like you said, you talked with, I think Vikas, you said one player from Italy. I talked to him, but he can't play because of technical problem, you said. Na? So how do you see that that could be implemented here, or to be allowed it to have multiple passports to represent Nepal?
I suggest one thing for the government. They can make one law, especially only for the sports players. They can have passport for 5 years to play for Nepal. That's all. I know there is other issue with politics and this, but if we make only law for the Nepali players who have double nationality or double passport, they can play for Nepal, because if you check Indonesia now, new 11 players. Bangladesh also, Sri Lanka, Maldives, everywhere in the world, they start using this law or this exception from FIFA and AFC. So why we cannot use it? We have a lot of players outside. I find one in Thailand, I find one in Australia, I find one in Canada, I find two in England, I find one in Italy. I find not less than 10 to 11 players, but I cannot bring them. If they don't have Nepali passport, I cannot. So this is something I cannot do it. But my suggestion, if the government or the Congress, the parliament, make one rule only for the sports players, it will be better. It will be helping for Nepal football, Nepal sports, not only in football. We need also in other sports, maybe cricket, athletics, swimming. We need to be on the world map of sports. We need to be.
How do you see the Nepal chance for qualifying AFC Asia Cup?
20%. 20%. Because the reality, Jordan, Kuwait, Indonesia better than us. But 20%, I think it's fair enough for us.
Is the current domestic football structure sufficient to carry Nepali football to the next level, or what do you think?
I don't want to speak about domestic football.
What do you find, what was the major and common problem in Nepalese player?
The major problem in Nepali football, we put us as a weakness team. Weakness. We cannot win. So we always focus on defending. Yes, I said I will play attacking football. I think we score around 15 goals in 12 match or 13 match, and this is good number. I think it's good number for starting to change the Nepali system in football. But the problem it's not this. The problem in all of the history of Nepal, when we win one match 5-0 or 6-0, we think we are khalas. We be the best team in the world. And when we lose 6 or 5-0, we think we are the worst team. It's not like this. I will give you one example. Argentina in World Cup qualifiers 86, they qualify to World Cup in the last minute when they score one goal. In the last minute. So when they go to the World Cup, everyone think Argentina will go out. But Argentina win the World Cup. So it is not about one match result. It's about generation results. What they can do, what they do it. After that you can build on. This team now, if you don't build 2 generations from now, you will lose this team. So what is the point? The point is, it's not one team or one match or one competition. It is about the continuous. Now, if we check our age group results, what is the important? They play and learn or they win? In the age group, it's not important they win or lose, but the most important, they learn and play. So I don't care about the results of under 23, under 20, under 17. I don't care. Win or lose, it's not important. The most important, they learn. Now we are going good because now ANFA, I think they open more than 10 academies for grassroots, for age groups. This is good. At least now you will have the continuance from childhood, and this is very good. When you speak about the problems, you cannot go to individual. If I will check every player alone, you will have only the salary problems. But the main problem is in the system, in the team, how they play, what they want, what the fans want. They want win? No. They want just to play football. We want to watch football. It's not about win or lose. It's about playing well. So, as an instructor, when I put strategy or a plan, I say this is the negative points, I will never speak one player cannot play crosses, one player has a problem in confidence. We have main problem, we don't have strategy for long time. We are not continuous. One generation will go up, they will make everything, they will win gold medal, they will do. After that, where is the second generation who will continue in the same level? No. So you go down too much. After that, you will wait for 4th or 5th generation to come back again. So we need to continue, team by team, generation by generation. Because of that, I am always change the player, 23 or 32. Continues.
Is the team in the transitional period, or you already said that you are building the generation, not just one team.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you see the replacement of like Rohit Sahni and Kheladi, not immediately but in the long period? How we can replace them?
You have the players. You have the players who will replacement Rohit, Keran, Sujal, Bisharai, Santos. You have. Because you have Ayush Galan 18, Deep Karki 23, for example. You have Manish Dagni, you have Tej Tamang, you have Somal Lama, you have lots of players. It is not this is the problem when the senior players retirement. The problem is how we can keep the youngest player with confidence and give them experience. In the same time, we will use our senior players. So how you can keep this balance? So this is the most important.
How do you rate Nepal in South Asia?
Do you have same of ISL here? Do you have same of Bangladesh League? Do you have same of Maldivian League? Do you have same of competition of Sri Lanka League? So what do you have? The problem here, if we won't take one decision, maybe we can spend 3-4 years to take one decision. Not in ANFA, not in the sport council, not in sports ministry. This is general in all countries. To take one decision, we will have long time. So now, you tell me, what is the next competition will be? But it is good, Java Gold Cup, Dangadi Gold Cup, and the other competition. It is good, but you cannot build generation of national teams with this type of competition. This type of competition will give you fitness, will give you little experience, but if you want real environment for football, you need to make big competition. For example, A division must be 4 months, at least 6 months, 7 months. Same of Bangladesh, same of India. You must have NSL. You must have B division for 3-4 months. You must make C division 3-4 months. When the players play more, it's better for the national team. For example, now if you go to any European country, or India, why we go to Europe? India or Bangladesh. The coach of national team, he don't need training camp for 2 weeks. He need only FIFA day. Because the players all the time is training in the club, right? Now we finish A division when? How many clubs now training? So there is no continuous in the training. So what I must do? I must make training camp for long time, for fitness, for tactics, for build up from zero. So every time we have training camp, we will build from zero. Not because the club's not good, no. Not because ANFA not good, no. Because this is the system here. Competition very short, and it is maybe all the competition will be in the 4 months, after that nothing. And we have also problem with COVID. We stop everything because of COVID, and this is okay for me, because this is not my decision, not ANFA decision, not anyone decision. But why they don't train the players from their self? Why the players not making workout for their self? No one do, or less number do. So what is the problem? It's ANFA problem or sports council problem, or who? This is all system must be improved.
Any comments on the ongoing conflict, triangular conflict looks like NSL, A division, but how it will affect Nepal national team?
See, I will tell you one thing. I don't care about this conflict between the clubs and NSL, ANFA, but I will ask one question. Who will lose?
Football.
No, not football. The players. This 2 lakh or 1 lakh or 3 lakh for the players is very important. Maybe it's not important for ANFA, for NSL, for the teams in NSL, not important for the clubs. But I am sure the players will cry because they're losing one part to feeding their kids, their family. So you tell me, who losing now from this conflict? I don't know who is correct, who is not correct. This is not my problem. But when I see my players very sad, this is hurting me. And I swear, if I have money, I will give everyone from the players 1 lakh or 2 lakhs, so I will build them again. Let them feel happy. But I don't have money. So what I can do? Just waiting now for one decision. Because the players now losing. There's players won't give feeding for their kids. How many players are married? How many players have kids? How many players have mother and father? How many players have sister or brother? He won't send them out to start their future there. Everything is losing. So who's the happy one? ANFA, NSL, clubs? Sometimes for the big profit for the players, you must escape. I don't like the players to be brand ambassador because we are not models. But because the players need the money, I must accept. You know what is the most thing hurting me in Nepal? When I see one from the fans or players or anyone, maybe Bebek Sobedi, maybe Afishkar, anyone wearing jersey of Nepal national team, and he dancing, singing, make TikTok, make reels on Instagram. This let me feel shame. But how I can speak with the players, focus in football, if they cannot eat? So I request everyone, clubs, ANFA, NSL, let's forget everything. If you feel pain or hurt, I will say I am sorry for everyone, but not let the players pay the price of this. Because the players need to feed their family. How you want us to play Asia Cup qualifiers when the player losing 2 lakh or 3 lakh? This 2-3 lakh will build his house, will give food for his family for 1, 2, 3, 4 months. So how I will ask him, die for Nepal, die for people, die for your name? Which name? If he cannot feed his family. So now, you tell me, what do you think about this conflict? It's very easy. When they play more, they will get experience more. Finish. Simple.
Once you said that you are preparing all the national players for AFC A license course, how will you find when you prepare first? Was there that practice was already here, or you doing it, or how is it important to prepare a player while playing for the AFC license or coaching license?
I will make for them C license. C. Now in modern football, the players before they reach 30 years, they must have A license. UEFA, CAF, AFC, OFC, CONCACAF, anywhere. Why? Because now the football, it's not only game, it's also kind of science, education. So this is very important. And also when you give the players, maybe we play around 4 to 5 matches, challenging between the players as a coaches, prepare the team, prepare the first 11, make change, everything. This will give them more chance to understand the football. So this is very important. We are still waiting to have approved from AFC to make one course for the players, national team players. Maybe 2 courses, because we have big number. And this is good for Nepal, not for me. For Nepal, when the players understand more football, it's good for them.
Anything you want to say about the Thailand trip to the fan, or
It is normal match, friendly match. Maybe I will not use the normal first 11. I am sure Kuwait, Indonesia watching our match now. Same, I have spy on them, Indonesia, Jordan, Kuwait. So now everyone will collect information. So I have 2-3 plans. I will give you one plan, and I hope no one showing his smarts and right. I will change the number players, jersey number, because I know they will not care about the names, they will care about the numbers. So I will change numbers of the players. But I know there is one or two media, they will write, because we are the good media, this is the true number. So why you write it? Please don't write. Let us work. Maybe I want something. Yes, I say it in the public, because the last time when I make trip or trek for Maldives team know the news from Nepali media, and I hide the news. I can't say, I can tell Anfa media department to publish the results. But we hide it because we're playing mentality game. Now I will say it. I will change the player's number in Thailand game. So please, no one write the correct number. Please. Because the names of Nepali players, it's difficult. So they will care about the numbers, not names. Can please no one write the correct numbers? Please.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.